Welcome to Madrid Pulse, your go-to source for the latest news, events, and everything happening in the heart of Spain. Real Madrid versus Arsenal. Predicted lineups. Champions League quarterfinals second leg. Following a lopsided first leg in London, Real Madrid and Arsenal are set to come face-to-face at the Santiago Bernabeu in the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. Two brilliant free kicks from Declan Rice led Arsenal to a dominant 3-0 victory against Real Madrid at the Emirates. The Gunners held the Spanish Giants, featuring Kylian Mbappé and Vinicius Jr., goalless in the first leg, setting themselves up for a potential trip to the Champions League semi-finals. Standing in their way, though, are Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti's men might be trailing by 3 goals, but they are more than capable of completing a comeback at the Santiago Bernabeu if Arsenal leave the door open. Both sides are still dealing with various injuries and will not be at full strength for the second leg of the tie. The Gunners will be without the injured Gabriel, Ricardo Calafiori, Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, and Takahiro Tomiyasu. Thomas Partey and Jorginho also remain doubts after they both picked up minor issues at the weekend. Los Blancos, meanwhile, are still missing the injured Ferland Mendy, Andriy Lunin, Eder Militão, and Dani Carvajal. The good news for Ancelotti, though, is that Aurélien Tchouaméni is back from suspension and Dani Ceballos is back from injury. Here's how both sides could line up in the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. Real Madrid predicted lineup versus Arsenal, 4-2-3-1. Goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. The goalkeeper is the reason Real Madrid only conceded 3 goals in London. Right backer, Fede Valverde. Valverde is at his best in the midfield, but Ancelotti will likely once again deploy him at right back over Lucas Vázquez. Central back, Raúl Asensio. The Real Madrid Castilla product is a smart, physical defender that will make his 35th appearance for Real Madrid on Wednesday. Central backer, Antonio Rudiger. The center back will look to lead his defense to their first Champions League clean sheet since January. Left backer, David Alaba. Ancelotti fully rested Alaba at the weekend. The defender did not even come on the pitch to help Real Madrid once they went down to 10 men, leaving him fresh for the second leg. Defensive midfielder, Aurélien Tchouaméni. The Frenchman returns to the midfield after serving his 1-match suspension. Defensive midfielder, Dani Ceballos. If Ceballos is fit to start, then expect the Spaniard to get the nod alongside Tchouaméni. Luka Modric is also an option for Ancelotti. Right winger, Rodrigo. Rodrigo got nothing going in the first leg at the Emirates and needs to be better against Miles Lewis-Skelly to help Real Madrid pull off a comeback. Attacking midfielder Jude Bellingham. The England international was stuck covering for Alaba in defense at the Emirates and must return to his number 10 role to facilitate Los Blancos' attack. Left winger Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. created 0 chances in the first leg and did not manage a single shot on target. Real Madrid needs the Brazilian to make better decisions in the final third in the return leg. Striker, Kylian Mbappé. The superstar forward was sent off at the weekend in La Liga for a dangerous challenge, but he still gets to play Champions League soccer. Mbappé will look to use his pace and dribbling ability to exploit Jakub Kiwior. Arsenal predicted lineup versus Real Madrid, 4-3-3. Goalkeeper, David Raya. The Spaniard will look to keep a second consecutive clean sheet against Real Madrid. Right backer, Jurrien Timber. Timber won the most duels, 8, in the first leg and brilliantly locked down Vinicius Jr. Central backer, William Saliba. Saliba will need to weather the storm in the opening 20 minutes at the Santiago Bernabeu. Central backer, Jakub Kiwior. The defender had some shaky moments against Mbappé, but overall stepped up in a major way against Real Madrid. Left backer, Miles Lewis-Skelly. Not only did the 18-year-old shine in his defensive efforts last Tuesday, but he also set Mikel Merino up for Arsenal's 3rd goal. Central midfielder Declan Rice. The England international was the star of the first leg, scoring 2 spectacular free kicks to turn the game on its head. Central midfielder, Thomas Partey. The midfielder was forced to come off the pitch against Brentford at the weekend due to injury, but he returned to training and looks ready to start on Wednesday. Central midfielder, Martin Odegaard. Odegaard will hope to mark his return to his former club with another statement performance. Right winger, Bukayo Saka. Arsenal are a different team with Saka on the right wing. The 23 years old was a nightmare for Alaba to defend at the Emirates. Striker, Mikel Merino. The midfielder-turned-striker might have had just 30 touches in the first leg, but he only needed one to find the back of the net.